I filled in all of the holes. I even went by and double filled them twice. No one will ever mistake them for being some form of public pool again. How is your bumper? You know, that thing on your back end. There are lots of names, but I do not know which one is appropriate or not.
It's fine, and my jeans have a patch now. Thank you very much. Anyway, I just came back from a meeting with Moon Moon.
Ooh, how'd it go?
Ooh.
Turns out I got the name of the Owsla who's in the company. They're double agent, DM Stretch.
Dun, dun, dun.
Is that where he's been?
They don't know where he's been.
I would be more shocked, but I do not know who this person is.
I had some kerfuffles with him before you got out of the situation you were in.
Ah.
And it turns out he's missing. They're looking for him.
Would it be beneficial for us to locate this Stretch first? Perhaps ask some questions about the company and other such things, like how bunnies stretch.
That would be interesting, but no. We're going to be clever and low-key. They got the bats who can fly all over the place looking, and they got their little bat radar. And they got the bunnies, and you know how energetic bunnies are, hopping all over the place looking. So let them do the hard work. In the meantime, let the rest of us think.
I am good at thinking. Once in a while, I even come up with something.
If we have enough gadgets, we should be able to pull something together, right?
Yeah. So I'm thinking, is he really missing? Or is Sable and the Owlsluff pretending he's missing and using him in other ways?
Oh.
He is developing some form of secret thing, some form of plot that will endanger the dinos?
Well, I mean, look at the papers. Had that typo that said the company. Stretch was a double agent in the company. And all of a sudden we got tar pits all over.
Mm.
That sounds like something kind of up Stretch's alley. You could see him maybe doing that. But I don't think he would do it unless somebody backed him. Why not Lappin?
Are you telling me that Stretch was the one that endangered Jungle Bike? All I need is 5 minutes and a car battery, and I can get any information out of this Stretch as possible.
Oh, I don't know if we have to do.
You can turn away.
I don't know if we need that.
We can't be that obvious. We gotta be sneaky. But we also gotta keep our eyes on them bunnies.
Perhaps I could detach one of my hands and send it into the Warren, because that is about the only thing on my body that will fit.
We have to decide exactly how we're going to deal with this. I mean, it's the company. So, is Stretch now a triple agent working with the company and came after us?
All I need is 5 minutes with their leaders and a car battery.
But we can't do that, because if it's not them and it is the company, what do we do if it's the company? We have to be prepared for both angles. We have to do some contemplations and anticipations. What could this Stretch guy do next? I mean, typos on work orders when we weren't expecting it to be hidden plans. Now that we know what we're looking for, pretty sure we can guard against that.
Where'd he come from?
He's some kind of like a Viking mage. He's not a bunny.
Then we must find him and experiment.
Oh.
No. We have to prepare.
I don't know if we want to do that.
We can't experiment on him. I mean, that's...
How can we plan accordingly if we don't know all of the information?
That is true. So we have to look for suspicious characters.
Was it not something strange when we were at that, what you called a party, that all of the other Lappin bodyguards were suspicious of that Lord Galacron?
The heir to House Mealy's, yet he's also a son in House Lappin.
So why were they so suspicious of him?
I don't know. Probably had to do with all the mushrooms growing on his body.
Yeah,
I mean, that's not normal.
Yes, I believe mushrooms are not supposed to grow on living beings, especially mammals, unless there is some form of incredible malady that is wrong with them. Have they tried medical attention or perhaps some form of uninfected wash and
Have
some
you
form of
noticed how he
sterilizing wash?
avoids daylight now as much as possible?
I merely thought he was watching one of those marathon shows with lots of seasons that you biologicals tend to watch often.
I don't know. I just don't trust the
No,
whole situation.
I just don't trust that he has demons. You know, I even killed Boodles once, his little demon buddy.
Demons?
Sable brought it back to life.
Why would she bring a demon
We are
back to
worrying
life?
about this guy named Stretch, and there is somebody with demons running around.
It's a wimpy little demon. It's not that impressive.
Hmm.
But still, I mean, it's a conniving little thing.
Not all is well in House Lapin.
I think we need to keep a
No,
closer
too much
eye.
suspiciousness. Yeah. Now, what do we do
So,
about this company if it's the company that's got Stretch doing it to us?
well, do we have anyone in the company?
I don't know. I don't know of anybody in the company. I mean, what kind of company is the company anyway?
Oh, they try to keep it vague, I think.
That's so unhelpful. How
Cannot
can you
be good
just,
for business.
mosey in like casual? Oh, I'm just going to get an everyday job at the company and weasel my way in deeper now. And they're definitely not going to let dinos in deep now.
Have any of them seen my humanoid form?
Well, look at we've been traveling on the rave train
I've been
to
working
all
on it.
around the tourneys, and you're definitely in humanoid form for that.
Hmm,
So you've probably been seen. There's cameras everywhere nowadays. So this
true.
Everybody's been ramping up
there's.
security.
Oh, by the way, Safa, how goes the designing of our new guard tower?
Incredibly well. I made 2 different staircases that can be climbed by even the most ample buttocked of dino.
Perfect.
Thanks.
You and your drones. What if we set up drones in the guard spots until we get volunteers? If we don't.
1 on every top, potentially 2. But, let's go with redundancy. I suggest there are 4 of my drones built and placed on the top of every guard tower. Thus, they can all see 360 degrees around them, but if one needs to give chase to something strange, we do not lose the rest.
Yeah, I think that's a fantastic idea.
And we'll do those cheap drones that you can buy in any supermarket even.
Can I give them personalities?
Not at first. Not
Droidist.
until we get a good system going. And then you can amp them up as we want them to be disposable until we find a way that they're not disposable, and then we give them personalities. Because it wouldn't be right to give them a personality and then have them be disposable.
Emily, I've made a mistake with your trash bin.
Jeeves.
Okay. If anyone sees Stretch, do not engage, clear the area, and call me.
I will put a drone on it.
I
Maybe
have
2.
I have had magic conflicts with him before. So I have a pretty good idea what he can do, and we don't want to have any dinos or birds in the vicinity because it's going to be a fight.
Do you want us to follow him if we see him or just run the other way?
No. Step 1, clear all the vulnerable innocents in the area. Step 2, don't you follow him. Maybe put a drone on him and then start clearing the people out of the way. Try not to let him notice that you are there. Stick a drone on him to tail him, but get people out of the way as best as you can.
If it comes to a fight, am I allowed to breathe fire at his face?
Yes. If it absolutely comes down to that, yes. As long as there are no dinos within range. Think of him as a techno magic warrior type guy.
Great. Should be fine. Should be fine.
Techno as in hacking?
No, techno as in war gear, super soldier gizmos, and magic. Because he is a serious threat.
I will save you, for you made Jungle Bike.
I
love
think it
my
would be an
friends.
advantage if it was Safa or Caps Lock who confronts Stretch. Especially in Caps Lock form would probably be pretty darn good.
We might need more practice where I am in Caps Lock's form without going completely foolish. Everything I do turns into some form of mush.
In this particular case, turning Stretch to mush will be good if it comes to that.
In
But
that
we want
case,
to restrict Caps Lock to the swamp as our ultimate defense. How's that? Is that
agreed.
helpful? Yes.
I will do this for the team.
As for if it's this company, well, they seem to be doing a lot of things through the paperwork and hiring people who probably don't even know what the heck they're doing. So, Emily, I'm assigning that to you.
Oh, yeah, I'm all over it. No problem. I can handle it. Yep.
Yeah, let's get a little bit of something anyway.
I will build defensive structures within the swamp that cannot harm dinos, that can also not harm the burbs.
You get thinking on it, but in the meantime, back to our patrols, and Emily, I do believe it's your turn up in the tree.
Come on.
Sorry, it is your turn.
It is your turn.
All right, let's go.